Does he feel betrayed because Janelle is friends with you?
Yes, for sure. And I'm like, well, buddy, this is what jealousy looks like. See? This is what jealousy looks like. Here you go.
I was just going to have fun. I was just going to have fun, and I was just having fun. And I'd been talking to David for a couple of months. And after our first date, I just realized this is it. He's the one. And it was just this soul connection and this vibe. And then Janelle's so sick of this story by now.
No, I actually think it's great. Like, I think it's wonderful. Yeah. She's gotten her fairy tale, which I think you've always wanted. Yeah.
And like on the second, third date, we were in this big group of people, and he pulled my chair over to him, and I rested my head on his shoulder, and like my heart synced up with his. And then I felt like I took my first breath, and I'm like, oh, this is what it's like. And I realized it was it. I started like a couple weeks later, you can see screenshots on my phone of wedding dresses. So I knew it was it. So when we just started first dating, I'm like, are you going to be okay on a couple of episodes or anything? And he goes, yeah, that's fine. And it was a lot more than that. So
he's been a good sport about it. In fact, we were just talking. He's like, I've just not done a lot of these things in my life, and it's very interesting to have these life experiences now. So
he's worked in construction his whole life, and so for him, this is a whole new ballgame.
It's like I just hung drywall all the time. It's boring. You know what I mean? Like, you have this really crazy life. So
he's game. He's down. He's super supportive and so loving, and this is really my life. And so he's just willing to be my partner and do what we're doing. If he wants me to go hang drywall with him, I sure can.
I think it's just that there's so much history. Like, I have as much history with Christine as I do my own sister, almost. Like, we've lived through some life experiences that are almost too crazy to believe. You know what I mean? So like, it's been interesting to do. And like, now we have the children, and my kids are like, well, I don't know what we're going to do, but I just want to be where Christine is. Like, Christine is like a big part of their world. And I love Christine's kids. And like, so it's like, I don't know, especially now that some of the biggest conflict causers, are married to the same man. Like, that's all kind of gone away, and now there's just all the history. Like, we can say, remember that time we canned those tomatoes? Like we have all these little dumb things that we remember that we did together or whatever.
Yeah, just go through it. We took this trip together, and just the two of us and our two youngest, Truly and Savannah, and we went together on this trip. And I think we both kind of realized on this trip that, we're just going to stay together. We're just going to be sister wives, and we'll keep raising our kids. And it's awesome to have someone to raise your kids with that you've been raising your kids with the entire time.
Yeah.
So it just worked out well that we would stick together, do things together, because we just have an incredible relationship that I'm excited to keep on having a sister wife for my kids, for sure. And for me too.
I can't imagine not having you guys in my world. Like, I would mourn that almost more than I mourned the ending of my relationship with Cody. I mean, really.
Well, I told David on our second date, I'm like, I was a sister wife, I was a third wife, I have a sister wife named Janelle, and she's going to be with me for the rest of my life, and she comes as part of the package deal, you're going to have to be fine with it, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, okay. And they get along great, so we're good. I mean, it's hard to go back sometimes. It's hard to go back a lot and look back on the hardest times of your life, because what you see is so authentic and so us. And so I look back and I'm like, it was such a hard year. And there's so many episodes that I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened. And they blow me away.
Yeah.
And a lot of them I don't know about. And I find out too when I see them. And so it's shocking. It is shocking. I mean, right now it's not reliving it like the previous year. That was that was a harder year for me. But watching everybody go through everything they're going through it is hard. It's a lot, and we're just real. So what you get is real.
Yeah, like we really are. I think we're authentic, maybe good or bad. What you see is really what's going on and what we really think.
Meeting David.
Yeah, that's true. You get to meet David.
Yeah. I'm excited. I'm always excited to show him off. I just think he's a classy, fun. He's a great guy. He's just great. So you get to meet him. I'm super excited for you.
Yeah.
It's hard. This one-on-one's really difficult. There's a lot of hard that you see and a lot of hard things, like the conversations that I cannot believe that you're going to see. And it's always showing the hardest parts of our life that we get to rewatch again. So the one-on-ones, the specials, are always difficult. They're usually the harder episodes to watch.
Yeah, they probably are.
So looking forward to it? No, not really. That part with David, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
And Suki's an incredible host.
Yeah, I feel she does it pretty good. She's pretty comfortable to talk to.
I really enjoy her. So you get to see Suki again, and I think she's very classy and really stays engaged, and I think really treats us fairly.
Yeah, I do.
Like when I tell you I don't know who her favorite is, no idea. No idea, because I don't know.